Carlos and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah.
Go.
Probably asking yourself a bunch of fucking questions right now.
Yeah, we're in a bit of
Why
a
are we on
different...
switching sides this week? What's with the anime get up? Welcome to another edition. My name is Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. If you leave me now, you're gonna take the biggest part of me.
I just realized I don't have my glasses.
Baby, please don't go. Don't.
My hair's all fucked up, I bet, too.
Oh, Jesus. Are we really doing this right now? Couldn't you just do this before the recording started? All right. Well, thanks you for coming, guys. Obviously, we're in a new setup here. Ryan decided to switch it up a little bit for this week for one reason and one reason only. It's tomorrow. We really become men.
I feel like it's like the Little Rascals movie, and you do the race, and they won that race at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I feel like this weekend is that race.
Oh, the biggest of races, pal.
Either that or it's gonna be like The Hangover.
What? That weekend is The Hangover, pal. 4 friends go celebrating a bachelor party. One of us goes missing. Now, in the movie, I know it's the groom that goes missing. But do I go missing because I'm the black one?
I don't think it's because you're the black one. I think it's because you're the wild one.
Hey, I'm a wild one. Oh, yeah, so I'm gonna be the wild one this weekend.
But for those who don't know,
I'll be financially stable.
The rest of us
I
won't.
probably won't be though.
But for those who have been watching our previous episodes, first off, I do want to say happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Thank you for joining us in our kind of new studio for the week. We just had to make sort of arrangements this week just because there's a lot going on in the next couple of hours, realistically.
Yeah.
But I do want to say shout out to my brother for letting us use his room. You can see there's a whole bunch of stuff. We'll probably talk about that afterwards. But for those who have been listening to our past episodes, thank you for joining in for another week. Carlos and I definitely do appreciate it. We're in for an adventure over the next couple of days, and we'll be doing a lot of picture taking, hopefully some like short film, like short vlogging.
Yeah.
If we can.
We might not even come back alive.
And there is that. And that is the episode for this week. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Just saying.
But there's a lot going on in the next couple of hours. You'll see it honestly this weekend. If not, then you'll see it throughout the posts that Carlos will be posting up on Instagram. Sorry. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but I do want to say thank you for joining for another week. Carlos and I definitely did want to ensure that we did post a video before our big trip. So yeah.
It's the calm before the storm, baby.
Yeah.
Brace yourselves because shit's gonna get real. This is definitely something you don't want to watch with the kids. Speaking of, our video is for all ages, so please keep in mind that although we are going to Las Vegas, we will keep it prioritized for the kids because the kids come first. Okay, let's just keep that simple right there. All right, that's that.
But yeah,
but prepare yourself.
See. The crazy thing about the anticipation before like any sort of big trip, you're always kind of either a little bit scared or worried, or you're super excited to kind of do these things. And I think this whole week, Carlos has just been on a fucking high. This high that he's not going to come down from until like a week after we get back into Canada.
haven't even been excited for any WrestleMania compared to this. This is literally my WrestleMania week. Dude, I just won the Royal Rumble. I'm main eventing WrestleMania this weekend. That's how I feel.
I guess one of the from the jump questions is like, is it like a dream to go to Vegas?
It's definitely on the bucket list.
There's a bucket list.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like part of the bucket list. This is really. And why is Vegas like a bucket list thing for you?
We're a family friendly podcast. I can't say that anymore. But we're no longer 18 plus anymore.
Yeah.
No, it's well, yeah. I mean, like, who doesn't want to go to Vegas? You know, just sightseeing. Just even sightseeing for me. Realistically, it's just the sightseeing and seeing everything in person is just going to be insane to me. I can tell already. Like, I'm just going to be mesmerized from what I look like, and you know, I could just walk down the strip and be like, damn, this is great.
Yeah,
let's go home.
I highly doubt that.
Okay, well, I mean, there's a few other things. I mean, obviously, the gambling and the whole, you know, the restaurants and the eating and you know, just the finger looking good stuff, the you know, just you know, getting out them dollar bills, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, just getting that money up. Get your money up, not your funny up.
Wow. Yeah. We're gonna try and clip that for our YouTube. But yeah, no, I can fully understand there's going to be
and the strip club.
Going on, to be honest, there are tons and tons of things out in Vegas. Funny enough, actually, I did a little bit of research on our resort today, in the last couple of days. Supposedly, the strip that our hotel is on, there is like a bunch of strip clubs behind it, like a couple of them. I'm not talking just like one. There's like one or two, and there's like supposedly like one of the like most famous like sex shops in Las Vegas, like there by our thing too. So, you know, we won't end up there because this is
that's it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for joining us. We gotta go to Vegas right now.
We gotta change our tickets. But yeah, I know. The crazy thing is like it's such a. I was talking to just my family about it, and it's such like an adult location.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I'm just like on the plane. I'm just like curious. I'm just like, is there going to be any kids on this flight? Because I'm just like, because then I hear people who grow up in Vegas, and I'm just like, how do you grow up in such an adult-fested, you know, drug-infused and sexually driven area such as Vegas? I don't get it. But yeah, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen this flight. It doesn't look like many people are checked in, to be honest, from last I checked.
Oh, really?
I don't think there's gonna be many people on the flight. But who knows? It might change up the day up. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I think there's going to be quite a bit of characters we are going to run into in Vegas. Definitely. If anywhere,
definitely
that we go to, it's 100% going to be Vegas for.
It's still America at the end of the day.
It's at the end of the day. That is a fact.
I hate to say that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they brought it on themselves at this point. So
maybe I wonder if like Americans feel like Vegas is like its own little like country.
I would imagine so.
Like its own country outside of like America, out of like Arkansas or like fucking Wisconsin or something like that. You know what I mean? Like Vegas is its own little thing.
100%.
And I guess when we get there, we'll really get to see, like, one of the things I would be excited to be is like, you know, meeting some people from Vegas that maybe their whole life, like their whole career is surrounded by a casino. Kind of thing, you know, it's like their livelihood, their career, their money,
probably.
Like all that kind of stuff.
Street
like,
entertainers are probably like characters a bit too.
Yeah.
You wonder about their story, like how yeah, it's probably nuts over there, dude.
Like those guys moved to Vegas specifically to live their lives in Vegas, you know, like whether it's like entertainment, street entertainment, stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see. Honestly, I'm hoping that we can even talk to some cool people like this and that. Yeah, man. I don't know.
It's gonna, yeah, I'm sure we're gonna run into some wild people. I mean, hopefully we don't get stabbed or robbed or anything like that. But hey, if even if we do, Vegas, baby, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? It's what can you? Hey, that's the trip, baby. You know, it's one for the books. You know who you are if you're watching. Shout out,
It's one for the books.
one for the books, baby. But overall, you know, of course, you're gonna run into characters. Like, you know, if there's any place else, like it's Vegas at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You're just gonna run into those crazy, wacky people. It's kind of like parallel, you know, a bit parallel to the Newmarket in Canada. Like, who else are you? Like, where else would you run into like the psychos, the druggies, the alcoholics?
Oh, don't talk about Newmarket like that,
Oh,
right?
here we fucking go.
But no, man, I don't know. It's
What?
Vegas is gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something else.
It's gonna be a fun trip.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get like photos, like candid photos of like Carlos in action, whatever action may be.
Are we allowed to post those?
Well, like it could be like you ordering a drink at the bar. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not.
or
I don't think I'm
like-
gonna take post photos like
are
that.
you? Well, it'd be candid. It would be you like in the middle of that action, you really not knowing.
But
if
my
it was
thing
coming.
is, those photos will probably either, you know, involve the drugs or a naked female. So it's like, how can I put like? Well, luckily with the Pixel 6 Pro, we can do the erasure where we can erase said things from it. But people might ask questions as to what's supposed to be there, and you're like, that's none of your goddamn business. Enjoy just me just ordering this drink. There's no naked females in this picture.
I can picture it right now, like you use your phone and then you're extending, like putting like a dollar bill in like a floating, in like a floating,
floating.
floating.
You're like, what are you putting it in?
And
That's
then
none
you
of your
remove
goddamn
the girl from the picture, but it's like a floating thong, and you just have like a dollar bill like this.
Just the excitement in my
Yeah.
face.
It's like, Carlos, where you putting the dollar, man?
That's
It's like,
none of your goddamn business. Pixel 6
yeah,
Pro
Pixel 6,
erases
yeah,
everything.
exactly. Pixel 6
It's
Pro.
none of
man,
your
yeah.
business.
That could be
funny.
That could be the next Google marketing campaign. You know?
Just some pictures of me just snorting like
Yeah.
thin air. Just like what you said to be.
The rolled up $100 US bill on like a glass.
Oh, my nose is gone for the
Yeah.
picture.
Like edit a flower into the thing. See, this is why we can't be younger than 18.
Yeah, but hey,
it has to be
fuck
plus 18
whatever.
these videos.
Man,
Whatever.
fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. Oh
Yeah.
shit, they're Cardi B fans. They listen to fucking who else out there is explicit? Fucking Lil Nas X and Lizzo and them. Fuck them. They know what's up. They know what's up. Anywho, any recent news?
I got somewhat of one.
Mm.
It was, and it's sort of in relation to where we're going. And I know Nevada and LA are two different states.
California.
California, sorry. Yeah,
I forgive
California.
you.
California and Nevada are two separate states, but they're very close in proximity from my understanding.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm pretty sure you can drive from LA to Vegas within
Get
like
outta here.
5-6 hours or something.
Really?
Like that's supposedly like a trip that people
That
do.
close.
So
Huh.
right now, for anyone who doesn't know, like the news about California and especially like LA, there's a huge drought there, like a water drought,
Oh shit.
where a lot of the fresh water they get is like drying up. And I think it's from Lake Mead, but for anyone who knows better than I do, please, correct me in that. But Lake Mead and the Hoover Dam sort of like work together to like, get fresh water into like Nevada and LA. And then LA is going through a huge drought to the point where the government actually has to come out and be like, yo, you can only water your plants and your grass on certain days. And you can only use a certain amount of water when you're showering and stuff like that, to the point where it's like literally that strict and they're running out of water in that case, right? So one of the crazy things was that came out recently or within this week is that a lot of celebrities are like over excess with their water amount by like 100 times out in LA. So like some of the names was like Kevin Hart, Dwayne Wade,
Ooh.
Kim Kardashian,
Only the black ones.
and I think The Rock was in there as well.
Oh, boy.
You know, because I think that they can like see how much like their each household will take and like how much water.
Why is that? Well, I mean, I guess because in regards to this,
It's
I mean,
supposed like
it's
an
a drought,
emergency,
but at
yeah.
the same time, it's like, is it really anybody's business? How much water
I
is it?
don't know. So
Jesus.
it's a crazy thing. So like a lot of people are giving these celebrities backlash, being like, oh, like the rich can like just do whatever the fuck they want, and then all the like the regular people
I
can't
mean,
use the
yeah,
water.
they're rich.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you chose where you chose to live. I mean, like, what the hell? Like, it's a Los Angeles, California. What else did you expect? I mean, I get it. But at the same time, like, it's not like the celebrities are the cause of it. They didn't cause the water drought.
No, that's global warming.
Yeah. So,
but
you're to blame,
yeah.
motherfuckers. So you know what I mean? Remember, whenever you're pointing at someone, there's always three pointing back at you. So note that, you fucking water draining sons of bitches.
So in relation to the water, there's this lake in Nevada called Lake Mead, and I think it's like, if not the most famous lake in Nevada, because Nevada's a desert.
Yeah.
So there's the one lake, and over time the water level has actually been lowering like an extreme amount over the last couple of like weeks or months or something like that, to the point where they're finding bodies in like barrels.
Holy shit.
In the lake, because the water is coming down at such a fast rate. And then because, and I did a whole bunch of research before this, but because the mafia sort of created Vegas, all of those bodies are supposed to be somehow related to like old mafia
bodies owe a bit of money, is what you're saying, and they couldn't pay up in time.
All old gangsters and stuff like that.
Holy
how crazy
shit.
Is that? Yeah, supposedly. Like,
wow.
I haven't done the work myself, but that's how it is. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. I think they found like 5 bodies in the last like month or so.
God damn.
Just of like people in barrels in the middle of the lake.
That's crazy.
Cool, huh? Well, climb.
I mean, it's a cool story.
Yeah.
At the same time,
not cool for them.
Very unfortunate for the victims.
Not cool for
and
them.
Their families and friends. Yikes. Holy shit. Huh?
Yeah, pretty crazy, man.
God damn.
And it goes into like the full history of like, you know, how Vegas was built and like, you know, who started and supposedly like, all the mafia. I think, I don't know. I think I've like watched The Godfather 1 once or something like that, but supposedly the Godfather story is all about how they've built like casinos and stuff like that. I think
there is Casino
or something like Our Casino, and how they sort of built. So I don't know. Interesting stuff, man. Yeah.
Holy shit, huh?
It'll be pretty cool to like, you know, potentially read about the history of how Vegas has come up, and like, you know, maybe even see some of the old stuff where like old mobsters like have hung out and shit.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where Tupac got shot.
Yeah. That'd be pretty crazy.
That'd be pretty nuts.
To be like stand in that area. That's fucked.
Right where he passed away.
I gotta look that up exactly where he was.
Yeah, I should double check also. We'll find on our way. Fine. I mean, we're going to Vegas. Why not? I don't think we're allowed to drink on the plane either. Well, I mean, it's only 4 hours. Shit's gonna get real. I was told that you're supposed to get duty free before. That way we could bring it to the hotel.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, that's how it usually works. Yeah.
Was there any advice that you've received? I'm sure you received plenty.
Yeah, no, I've been honestly like my whole week, because I know I'm probably not showing it as much, but I've been pretty excited as well. I've been researching a lot about like what to do and like little not like that, but just like tips and tricks about like Vegas in itself. And like one of the greatest things to do in Vegas, because it's such an expensive city.
Yes.
And you know, like we're obviously going to be drinking out there and having fun and whatnot, but like
supposedly going in debt.
Every bar that you go to, each cocktail or beer, you're looking at like a beer will probably like $10 US, which is already outrageous Canadian. That's $13.
That's pretty wild.
$13 Canadian.
Holy shit.
Or for drinks, you're looking at minimum like a cocktail's around like $15 to $30. And sometimes 40 depending on the place that you're going to. Supposedly they have a heavy hand, so they'll like pour a lot of liquor in your cocktail.
Yeah.
But just to think how expensive that is, it's absolutely wild. And hotels are really guilty of this. The hotel that we're staying at, supposedly they leave like Fiji water and like beers and stuff inside your thing. But if you drink it, you're looking at like a $12 or $15 beer that you could just go down the street to.
Fiji water.
Yeah. literally like $15, $14.
Just grab the person and be like, hey, you son of a bitch. Don't you understand there's a drought right down the street, motherfucker? What are you doing? Get this water out of my face. Give it to the people suffering.
So what people do when they're traveling is that they walk to a CVS, which I believe is like the equivalent of like a Shoppers Drug Mart.
Yeah, that's basically the shop.
Or there Walgreens.
I believe they had a few CVS here. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
No, I think there was one. No, that was Rexall. Sorry, I believe there was
kind of like a Rexall.
Yeah.
And they also have Walgreens out there. So what people do is that they go out there, you check into your hotel, and then you take like an Uber to Walgreens, and you can buy these like styrofoam coolers that they'll sell there for you for like $7 US. And then you can buy ice, and then put your ice, and then you buy drinks.
Can you imagine buying ice? Look at what has the world come to?
I don't know. Ice, man.
Have you not paid attention in fucking science class? Just put the goddamn son of a bitch water. I don't care. Steal it from the motherfucker suffering from the drought, and then put it in your goddamn freezer. Fucking ice. Have none of you watched Bill Nye the Science Guy? Come on, folks.
But yeah, man.
Shit.
Suppose it's in a really expensive city. It's an expensive fucking city trip in itself.
But hey, man.
So
you only live once, baby. Just deal with the expenses now, because when the family come in,
I think this room is giving Carlos some different type of vibes.
Sorry, I'm getting like PTSD, and I don't even have a family yet, so that's weird. What were we talking about? The drought?
But just tips and tricks. But yeah, like
Drought,
how do you?
Right? Arguably one of the greatest mixtape series of all time.
All right, I think this is the Carlos is coming off of whatever he was on last night.
I didn't try it last night. Maybe like 3 days ago. I owe someone a bit of money, so we need to talk about that when the show's over.
Well, Carlos,
yeah.
One thing, are you excited to gamble at all? You a gambler?
I'm nervous about that. If there's one thing I'm nervous about that trip,
gambling.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean, like, I mean, I've been to Woodbine, and like, I wasn't really appeased to, I wasn't tempted to gamble there. Like I did a slots, I think. I don't know too much of the card games. Like like the whole blackjack and what's the other one called?
There's like Texas Hold'em. Yeah. There's actual poker. Baccarat, I think it's called. There's a bunch of stuff. There's like craps, like the dice,
wrestling moves,
craps, roulette.
Got him in a Texas Hold'em.
But yeah,
Stone Cold Steve Austin's got him in a Texas Hold'em.
But even slots.
Yeah, no, like I've done slots before, and even then I wasn't really addicted to it because I was still even with the Woodbine, I was still like nervous to like go too much.
Yeah,
like I won like a pretty big ones, not like excessive, but like I won like quite big ones, and I'm just like, okay, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we gotta leave. But like now that we're going to Vegas, like obviously the reason why Vegas is big is because they make so much fucking money, so they have things to obviously tempt you to try and gamble.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm nervous about. One female winks at me just like, here, take everything. Let's bet this motherfucking thing. It's like, you want my pension? Shit, let's drop this shit too. Hold on, let me call my bank real quick, see if I can get approval for a credit card. Let's bet that shit too. That's what I'm saying, man. Fucking Vegas, I'm terrified. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Only for that part. Everything else, I'm probably gonna go in debt just from going to the strip club.
Out of all honesty.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest. So we probably won't even afford to go home after, to be honest. So I wouldn't.
One of the cool things about gambling in Vegas specifically, in comparison to Canada, for us we have to buy our own drinks and stuff like that. Yeah. But if you can sit there, and I've heard stories where, like, let's say you go to a slot machine and you put in like, let's say $50.
Yeah.
Right. And you go to like a 1 cent machine, you could probably sit there for at least like 30-40 minutes.
Yes.
Just keep on going, stuff like that. And then if they notice you, they'll bring you drinks. Yeah. And so long as if you tip them like $1 or $2, they'll just keep coming back, and you can sit there and just get.
They're gonna bring you drink. You're already paying 10 times.
Well, let's say you sit there and you do $50 over like an hour, right?
Yeah,
$50 an hour. I can definitely drink more than $50 worth of drinks in an hour.
Oh,
You know what I
for
mean?
God's sake,
So a
here we
lot of
go.
people do that. But if
Dude,
let's say if you have like
alcoholism is not-
$23, let's say if you win some money while you're at it,
Yeah,
or you only use up like $30 and you take your $20 out,
yeah.
you spend an hour, $30, and you have like 4 or 5 drinks. It's a pretty good win to me. I've already done my research, man.
Sounds like
Let's
a
go to
successful
Vegas.
weekend to me, baby. Let's go.
But yeah,
This guy.
dang, man. But yeah, no, there's just so much to it, man.
Yeah.
There's so much to Vegas. Like, I'm excited for the food.
Yes, same.
Really. I think that
I think the place we're going to it has like fantastic reviews. I haven't
Mhm.
seen one bad one yet. And then it's probably not even going to be our only one, man. We could probably make it to other places as well.
Yeah. One of the things that Vegas is really known for is their buffets, man.
Mm.
Like supposedly at like a lot of the major hotels, they have like these really great buffets.
Yeah.
Or it's like ridiculous in amount because you think there. I don't know if there's any buffets in Canada or at least Toronto that are like over $45 or $50.
Not that I know of, no.
And every single buffet in Vegas, you're looking at a minimum of like $50 or $60.
But
per
mind you,
person.
you're getting like
Yeah,
premier food.
yeah, like prime rib, like steak.
At
They
a
have
buffet.
like crab legs. Like there was one that was unlimited lobster for quite a while.
Holy shit.
Like that kind of stuff. And like
Wow.
it'll be crazy. Spoil the lineups get really long, so we do have to definitely try and be there a little bit early. But buffets is one of those things that I'll be.
Are you still talking about the food or the sex places? What? I'm just clarifying.
We are losing our under family.
Okay,
friendly
here's the deal,
podcast.
folks. Today I had found out that if you go 18 plus on your videos, you don't get much advertisement. So I just told Ryan, let's not do that. Let's advertise for the world.
Yeah.
Ryan is going off on a tangent here, saying that we're not talking about age appropriate things here. Listen, kids, if you're gonna learn something about fucking Vegas, learn from us, all right? Don't listen to these motherfuckers telling you that Vegas is all sunshine and rainbows. It's not. These videos are gonna show you the nitty fucking gritty, all right? We're gonna show you the truth about Vegas, pal, all right? We're gonna show you the goddamn real. Hey, someone got shot, we will be there. We're gonna talk to the witnesses. We're gonna talk to everyone that was involved. Hell, we might even get something with the victim and the perpetrator. All right, we are the truth. That's what the blank is. We're filling in everything to find the answers and provide them to you, folks. They have the clues. We find the answers and fill it in. That's this week's episode. Get the fuck out of here. Boom.
That's pretty hype.
Right? Great. Vegas got me in a whole mood. Shit, I might start a church up there and do those whole whenever they want to come for those what do they call it? When you go run to Vegas and get married and shit.
Elope.
When the eloping, I'll start a mini church there. Fucking
You
go
could.
out and just
You
fucking
could.
go and go nuts and shit. We should go to those churches and see one of those elope things to see if these people are really drunk when they get married.
I would think.
Do you think like these people get like really hammered and then get married after?
I would think so.
Why is that? Is that really like you watch it in TV shows like, that's a funny situation. But do you really think people get like hammered enough and then they wake up like, what the fuck did we get married last night?
It's tough, man. You do some crazy stuff when you're.
But
drunk.
I mean that's wild.
Never know. Blackout drunk, the hangover drunk.
Holy shit! Hangover drug is pushing it because they were actually a high on fucking like someone they drugged them.
That's true.
But holy shit, we should be at those weddings. Be like, stop! No, you don't know what you're doing. Don't speak now, forever hold your peace. You both are drunk. Stop this.
We should try to go to an eloped wedding. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty wild, and it is open to the public.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would sit there for like an
Just go
hour,
like-
just like, hey, congratulations,
Congrats, you guys did it.
good for you guys.
Just take pictures with these random folks, and then they ask who the hell these guys are.
I've
You
actually
just give them a sticker.
Yeah. in the blank, you know. We you want to say a few words,
Yeah.
we could,
Yeah.
but yeah, man.
Holy shit, dude.
That's the thing about Vegas. There's
Yes.
just so much stuff that can happen all in like
Quite a
one
bit.
day.
You never know. But you know what's the best part is? What happens in Vegas stays on the Blanks vlogs. Tune in.
So whatever
baby.
happens is going to be fully exposed.
Yeah.
100%
Shit.
exposed.
My kidney's missing. You'll be the first to know, folks. I'll post it on our Instagram stories and whatchamacallits. What is the best episode or movie of Vegas that you know of? Like, what's have you been watching like TV shows or movies recently of Vegas to remind you?
No, not really.
Really?
I'll be like, the classic one I was thinking about the whole time was the Simpsons episode where him and Ned, or Homer and Ned, go to Vegas and they end up getting married. That's what it reminds me of, and just the craziness and like the white wine spritzer for any Simpsons fans out there. It's just it's a funny thing, and I don't know, man. I've never really thought of Vegas. Like Vegas isn't on like my bucket list.
No?
No, I can't say that it is.
What
It
is on
never-
your bucket list?
I don't know.
You don't
Like-
have a place that you'd really love to go to before you move on?
Well, like I don't know. I'd like to go to like Cambodia or something like that, or like
Boring.
Ghana.
You're boring.
I would love to do that.
Oh, here we
But
go.
like Vegas, like it's never
Don't
really.
fucking try to poach Organian and Cambodian fans just to fucking get the bump up in ink subscription. All right.
Now that we're actually going, it's exciting, definitely. But I'm not a huge like.
You will.
I guess the movie Casino is pretty dope. Like that was a good
Casino's a
movie. That was
great
really good
movie. Great movie.
But
I mean, come on, you're missing obviously one episode that touches everybody's hearts.
which one is that?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Boogaloo Shrimp.
Oh,
and,
yes.
Come on, man.
Yes, yes.
Brent Ho! Do you think we're gonna have to do that? I think we might have to do that at one point.
I hope it happens.
Yeah.
I really do.
And because I mean, a few minutes into either the casino or the strip club, hey Ryan, can you find if there's any dance contests?
I'm on
it. There's an issue with the money.
I'm on it.
And that's it. But yeah, come on, that episode's fantastic. But
Yeah.
see, I think Casino for me is probably like an all-time classic Las Vegas film. Hangover is also up there, but let's be clear, folks. We are not going to experience as much as it would be entertaining. Jesus, don't do that.
I don't know, man. I think that this weekend has the potential to be as crazy as you would want it to be.
Would
or
it though? Because I mean, like,
as
I'm the
little-
only single one. All of y'all are like
It
together.
can still be like absolutely fucking.
Oh, it could be nuts. It could be. We
still
could run into
absolute-
some wild ass
some
people.
absolute wild.
Like it's
shit,
not. It
right?
doesn't have
Like,
to be like sexually driven. But I mean, we could run it. We could drink with the wrong crowd, and then shit gets real in a hurry.
That's what I mean. It's like Vegas. I feel like there's just so much more. Like you're just so much more closer to a bad
Yeah.
situation happening. you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah,
I
this
think-
is literally like it's red flag central. That city.
So I'm really hoping that we come back with stories to tell, especially with Carlos. I'm hoping that I can find him the whole time where we're out there.
You won't.
There's this whole thing
You'll lose
about
me
us.
like 5 minutes.
There's
in.
this whole thing with our group that Carlos is
as
going
soon
to be
as
missing
we exit the airport,
the first.
my
day.
clothes are off. I'm running down the street. Bring my bags to the hotel.
Just butt naked,
Just running down
the
the street, man.
street, taking pictures with
Yep.
like street performers.
That's it. That's it. That's Vegas, baby. Hey, I don't make the rules, buddy. Vegas made me that weekend. I might be a whole new person after this. I might never come back.
That is true.
Yeah, I might
That
never
is
be
true.
like
You might love
like,
Vegas so much.
where I'm just like, hey man, it's time to go and check out, and I'll be like, no,
I'm staying here.
I'm staying right here. My newfound family appreciates me, like your family. Yes, me and my wife and my 2 kids. When did you get married? Back at the church. We were watching the wedding. And she has 2 kids. Obviously, they are not mine, but
We're happy.
We're happy, and I will see y'all when I see y'all.
Down the wrong hole.
D-damn. Speaking of down the wrong hole, I think that's a place of a bar down there, or a strip club. Can you imagine a place or a strip club called Down the Wrong Hole?
Do you know there's also
There's
there's also this it's somewhat in relation
Yeah.
to that. So there's this area, it's called downtown Vegas,
Oh Jesus Christ, that sounds sketchy already.
where it is where supposedly all the locals hang out. So none of the locals that actually live in Vegas hang out on the main strip
Yeah,
unless they're working. But for all the locals that would just want to go bar hopping and stuff like that, they go to downtown Vegas, which is not on the strip. So it's a
Mm.
little bit farther from the strip.
yeah.
But they actually have this organized event, and I think it happens on the weekend where it's called Freaks on Fremont. or
The
Fremont.
fuck, I throw that shit here. What the hell? Freaks on Fremont.
Freaks on Fremont. I'm telling you, supposedly it gets plus 21 the whole night.
Oh,
Yeah. So when
I'm kind of nervous about that.
that's literally what people say. And I was talking to a couple of my own clients, and they're like, Ryan, like there's a lot of like public nudity, like in Vegas in general. But if you go to Fremont,
we can't.
But if you go to Fremont, that's exactly where like you want to go to like see that kind of stuff, or not see it like, but just to experience it in itself.
9 times out of 10, they're ugly as fuck. 100%. There's
Never
no
know,
way.
man.
There's
It
no
is
way you're a
Vegas.
nudist and you're a
I think it's part of the show, though.
I went to my chiropractor this week and I told him I was going to Vegas, and he's like, "Bro, wear a condom." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like,
Wow.
"Okay, well, it's not very upfront." He said,
Well, he's
"But
like
also,
touching the small of your
yeah,
back.
just like," and whispers in my ear just ever so lightly. I'm like, "Excuse me."
Excuse me?
And he also mentioned that he's like, the what's shitty about Vegas is like 90% of the girls are like escorts.
Oh yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
oh, that was. Can you imagine talking to a girl just be like, blowjob 250, you know, so and so is 75. I'm like, oh, come on, lady, we're just having a civilized conversation, and then you're gonna charge me and shit.
I heard, man. That was one of the things, like supposedly one of the biggest scams that happens in Vegas. To majority of people that happen to be hanging out at, certain nightclubs or strip clubs or whatever it may be, is that the escort like community out there is huge, and it
nuts.
happens all the time.
Well, I mean, if it were to happen anywhere,
it'd be Vegas.
Yeah,
exactly.
Which is why I'll hold off on the sex tape for this trip, and I'll save it for what?
I don't know. You got to be careful though, man.
Anyway,
That's all.
kids, make sure to stay in school and what?
Nothing.
Just I'm telling everybody, just telling the kids the truth. That's all.
It's true.
Carlos a lot of kids, but not that way,
That is true.
right?
That is true.
But yeah, that would suck. You're just talking to. Can you imagine? Just talking to a lady, and then she mentions all these prices of what she does. That'd be so unfortunate.
Honestly, like you said, like 90% of it, and I've heard the exact same thing, that like sometimes like they'll approach you, they have drinks with you, buy them a drink, you think everything's going well, and then all of a sudden, right at the end of the night, boom, like
Here's
how
the
much you
deal.
have in your pocket,
Yeah.
like kind of thing, And I think that's one of the scary things about Vegas, is that it happens to everybody. If you're looking for that, and majority of the time they are going to be an escort.
That sucks.
It's scary, man. It's a scary place. Like,
Oh my god.
so
Well, I mean, hopefully, so that's why I'll try to limit my talks with females that weekend, because you never know. You'll never know, But I'm just excited to meet the people. I'm curious how the seniors see Vegas now in comparison to when they back in the older days. I imagine it's probably wild back in the older days.
I would think so.
So I mean, you probably run into a senior and be like, "Hey, ma'am, how are you today?" "I'm good. How are you?" "Oh, just enjoying Vegas." How's your experience been?" "Oh, Vegas has been so good. Just remind the good old days. It used to be crazier. Everyone used to walk around naked, but everyone's so polite now, and young men like you are so great. Oh, thank you. Anyway, blowjobs are $250. Oh, grandma, why? Oh my God, no, not you too. Yeah, but that's Vegas.
I got $100 in my pocket.
I have 100 right now.
Yeah,
make do with what you got.
Vegas.
Vegas.
There's gonna be some funny.
I imagine there's going to be quite a bit of funny stories coming out of this. Probably at my expense, knowing the group that I'm going with. God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it. But I do see myself waking up in the middle of the night. If I'm bored enough, I 100% will go to the strip by myself. 100%. I
Love
would.
it.
I have a habit of doing that for some reason. Whenever I did that in Boston, and then everyone looked at me like, "Why'd you do that?" I'm like, "What do you mean? I was bored. I just walked. That's all." And New York too. But yes, if it's, I mean, like, dude, it's a city that never sleeps. I'm watching all the lights and shit. Of course, I'm gonna.
Vegas is definitely one of those places where like this stuff is probably running 24 hours. Like I've been like researching places to go eat at like 4 a.m. and like places that you can go.
And they're probably packed with
24/7.
places.
Yeah, packed, like packed.
Like literally, it never sleeps. So.
Yeah, 24/7.
Holy shit!
So,
God damn it!
it'll be interesting.
It would be quite interesting, but hey, oh, you have a guess?
You want some banana rice?
Sorry,
Okay, it's fine.
that's
She's a sweetheart.
the different person.
Racial appropriation aside, she's a sweetheart.
But yeah, no, I don't know.
We'll see. It'll be a good time. It'll turn out great, man.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun time. Don't be worried. Just stick with me, kid. I'll show you the ropes.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
Still
see.
America at the end of the day.
Can you tell my family I love them?
I will let them know.
You're right.
I will let them know.
Great. 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 Anyways, kids, that was our Vegas episode. Thank you for joining in. I know that our previous episodes were 18 plus, but you know what? We realized one thing this episode going forward. The truth needs to get out there, kids, and it needs to start now. Damn it. Back when I was your age, between the ages of 6 and 17, I was always, considered that the Power Rangers were real, and the monsters they fought were also real. But then I realized as I grow up, that can't be the case. Teenagers are not capable of learning martial arts simply by putting on a suit and fighting Japanese monsters outside when it's not possible. But then as you get older, you realize it is possible. Because a suit is not spandex with colors that you put on. Your suit is the emotion that you bear from working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And fighting is how you do your job, how you cope with your family and friends. And the monster that you fight every day are the demons inside telling you. They are inside telling you that blowjobs are $250. It's what?
I'm done here.
What?
We'll see you after.
All right. Well, this is the calm before the storm. We might be changed people after this episode, after this weekend. So who knows, man? We may not even have the insane enthusiasm after. We're probably going to see some shit. We're going to see some shit that. What's the line in that song? There's going to be some stuff you're going to see that's going to make it hard to smile in the future.
I think that's going to happen.
That's going to happen. Who knows, man? But at least we'll live in a nice hotel in the meantime. The hotel looks really nice. But other than that, folks, thank you for joining us this week. Stick by us this weekend.
Yes, definitely.
If you have any spots or places that we should go, let us know, folks. It's up in the air this weekend. We're pretty much freestyling aside from the food. But we're going places, folks. We're going to go anywhere and everywhere if we need be. We're trying to do as much as we can this weekend on a budget, though, because we still have jobs to do and we have bills to pay when we get back.
But like Carl said, if you do have any experiences with Vegas, please, leave it in a comment. Tell us where to go, what you liked about it, what you didn't, anything along those lines that would help. We'll definitely be looking at our Instagram, hopefully posting during the time. So,
yeah. Well, I'm Instagramming all weekend. I'm not too much. Obviously, we're gonna, obviously we want to enjoy it too. You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, please, by any means, reach out, let us know. Slide in the DMs, ladies. Shit, if I win some money, I might be a new man when I get back.
Hey.
That would be nice.
That'd be hype.
Obviously, it would go towards the studio and
yeah.
Or will it, ladies? Anyways, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And we might not be alive after this weekend. Fill it.
They don't have the poster in the back, but
Yeah. But
yeah,
figuratively,
you got
we
it.
do have Goku though, and
Yeah.
Goku says fill it in also. But
Peace,
and
everybody.
Luffy and
I don't know who they are.
well, you need to get with the goddamn times. Tune in next week where we fucking put this dude on Anime Game.
Peace, everybody.
Bye, guys.